And we're back with the Guardian Project Commander stream. I'm your host, Andy.
And I'm your other host, Mike Coil.
And again, we're joined by friends of the show, Andy Zupke and Claybee. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good. Well, we're going to go ahead and talk about the decks that we've brought tonight. Andy, you're first. So let's start with you and go in player order. What are you playing?
All right. So this is Damia, Sage of Stone. This is my newest, brand new deck. Just came together just a couple weeks ago. This is a big mana, big spells, drop a lot of lands deck. It's a lot of fun. We might see some webcam unfriendly cards too. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Who knows?
Looking forward to it.
You know what? It's always fun on stream. I'd like to look at the top 6 cards of your library. Okay, great.
No one else gets to look.
Yeah, but everybody else, close your eyes.
Hey, look away, internet.
Awesome,
Monday,
I'm excited.
I say Monday, Brandon from Lexicon played his Mizzix. I want to play your deck as well.
Oh, perfect.
And it was just unreal, the number of tokens, like things that he was having to draw out, and like he had 3 Smothering Tithes at one point in a blue-red deck.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty awesome. You cast a Wheel of Fortune.
I would be okay with watching this, though. I would still watch
no one
that.
did, but it was still just the weirdest game I played. But I'm Claybee. I'm playing Omnath, Locus of Creation. I kind of talked about it in game 1 when they previewed this card. I said I was going to make this deck, and I was going to make this like my just my treasured deck of all time. It's an Omnath Omnath Tokens deck. Sorry, I have Smothering Tithe on the brain now. Token-based deck. Plays a lot of enchantments that make tokens. Has a little bit of life gain and a little bit of pump.
Nice.
Is Smothering Tithe one of the enchantments you play that creates tokens?
It is,
Okay.
actually. I was one of the people who had my Smothering Tithe stolen on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if maybe your poker face was
no.
showing one of the enchantments in your starting hand or not.
Oh, no. It is unfortunately not in my starting hand, but it is in the deck.
And I realized when you said you had it stolen on Monday, you meant in the game and not in real life. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry.
Right. The bright side of getting to play webcam games at home is that my collection is significantly safer than if I was like going into random convention centers and walking around.
Fair enough. I agree. Coil, what are you playing?
I am playing, actually, this is kind of a throwback. It's the first deck that I created during quarantine, I realized. So I am playing Otrimi, the Ever-Playful, which I've coined Utopia Tree because I play Utopia Tree in here, and Utopia Tree does not have Defender, which is really great because you don't want keyword Defender on your mutate. So this is a Sultai all mutate deck. And it plays a ton of mana dorks that I can mutate onto in case I need to. So mana dorks over mana rocks. And mutate can do some crazy stuff once you get an auspicious Sterix, like mutating 6 times or something like that.
So these decks are always fun and always like different, and I love playing that.
Yeah, so this is I would call this a very upgraded precon.
Just get rid of the auspicious Sterix and you're usually okay.
Exile it.
It's gotta go. It cannot go to the graveyard. Cannot
one
go.
card that flips over into like a hexproof indestructible thing that I always see in mutate decks. Ugh, I hate that one.
Oh yeah.
And now we know you can't use Invisible Stalker because it's a human.
Or Blighted Agent.
Or Blighted Agent. Neither of those. Not allowed. Well, for this game, I'm playing Marisi, Breaker of the Coil. Mostly because I'm playing in a game with Coil.
Never broken.
Break him.
So Marisi's a 5/4 cat in the Naya variety. 1, a red, a green, and a white. That says your opponents cannot cast spells during combat. And whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you goad each creature that player controls. So until your next turn, they have to attack, but they can't attack you if able. So they have to swing at someone else. So once you get down to 1v1, they're not able to swing at anyone else, so they can swing at you. But this is just going to play with a bunch of evasive creatures or spells to give my creatures evasion to get in for some damage to make everyone else take each other out. Because I don't want to take you out. We're friends. So you take each other out. And that's my deck.
Sounds.
You're pitting all of your friends against each other.
But that
what
means
you're
they're
saying?
still friends with me.
And before we begin, we want to make sure that you check out our show. We are the Guardian Project Podcast. We're a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. We record episodes every week. We released episode 71 today, and you can listen to us anywhere that you listen to podcasts now.
Yeah, and the links to our show will be in the show notes below. You can find links to all of our decks and social media accounts as well if you're watching this on YouTube and want to reach out to us directly. Don't forget to subscribe and follow if you like our content. Claybee and Andy, tell everyone where they can find your show and your content. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Andy.
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at Andy Zupke. You can find me streaming at twitch.tv/scraptrawlers. We do gameplay streams on the first and third Sunday of every month, and those are budget games. And then every other Tuesday, we are doing discussion streams where we talk about various Magic topics. You can also find my bi-weekly Commander articles at blog.cardsphere.com.
Nice.
And I am MTG_Claybee on Twitch and on Twitter. Also, I'm part of the CNC Power Hour. You can find us on Twitch and Twitter at that URL, CNC Power Hour. And yeah, on Twitter, you can usually find me talking about big EDH streams and fun Magic interactions.
Awesome. Well, we've randomized the player order and resolved mulligans. And Andy, you're first. You want to get us
Yay!
started?
Yes.
Coil's not
Alright.
first this time.
Because we
Good.
didn't get to roll dice.
Drowned Catacomb. Go ahead, Claybee.
Alrighty, draw for turn. Gruul Guildgate, go.
All right, draw. I'm going to play a Nurturing Peatland and pass.
All right. I am going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say pass?
I did say pass.
Oh, I thought you just said nurturing peatland and I was like, and then I'll go.
Eh,
And I'm going to go now. I'm going to play a Myriad Landscape tapped, and I pass.
All right. Untap, draw. Forest and pass.
Alrighty, I'll untap. Draw. That's
So,
Wrong
so
item for that.
Mr. Big Ben's in chat is almost caught up on the show. They're on episode 53, crushing our episodes with 9-hour work days. Thank you so much for listening to our voices all day long.
Yes.
I'm gonna play a Selesnya Guildgate and pass.
I will draw. I am going to play a snow-covered island. And then I'm going to tap this Nurturing Peatland for a black, so I'll have to take one for that. And I am going to cast a Dreadhorde Invasion.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then I will...
AKA Shitter Blossom.
It is Shitter. But in this deck, arguably better than Bitter Blossom in this deck, because putting +1/+1 counter on my mutate creature every single turn.
Very good. That card is so good in that deck.
Yep. Bitter Blossom also good in this deck. I passed the turn.
All right, fair enough. All right, Mr. Big Ben. It's the dad jokes and the puns at the top of every show. Coil, you're keeping us alive.
Hey, you too, Andy.
Sometimes. All right, I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard, and I'm going to pass because I don't have a turn to play.
There are lots of trees over there that aren't forests.
You are right. Is there a tree tribal deck? What commander? I guess you could make Doran tree tribal, right? I'm sure you could make that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Or what is the Saproling of Kalnafor or something?
Oh,
like that?
yeah, the black-green one.
Yeah.
Cultivating. I'm gonna get 2 forests and pass to Claybee.
Alrighty, I will untap, draw, and we are going to play a breeding pool untapped. So we're gonna shock ourselves, and then we're gonna play 1 green white to play a Good Fortune Unicorn.
I really like that card in Commander. It's just a good card.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, it's like a Grim Gully in Selesnya. And I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, and at my upkeep, I will get a 0/0 zombie army token with a +1/+1 counter, and lose 1 life. I think that's going to be a theme for this deck: is losing life. I'm gonna draw a card. I am going to play another snow-covered island. I'm going to tap one of these snow-covered islands to cast a Slither Blade.
Ugh.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah, it's 1/2, cannot be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take another 1 for my Nurturing Peatland and tap a black and anything. And I'm going to cast a Bitter Blossom.
Hey!
There it is.
And then I am going to pass the turn.
All right. Draw for turn. I am going to play a Plains, and then I will play a Cultivate. And I am going to grab a Forest and a Mountain. I'm going to put the Forest into play tapped, and then this Mountain into my hand, and then I pass.
Cultivate. How original.
How original.
Come on, you gotta splice into Arcane that Kodama's reach.
Let's see. Do forest, otherwise known as green, blue, for a Courser of Crucifix. So I play with the top card of my library revealed. I may play a top card of my library if it's a land. It is a Mystical Tutor. Whenever land enters battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life. Land for turn is a forest. I gain a life. I will tap 1 for a Burgeoning. Whenever you all play a land, I may play a land.
Ruh-roh.
Nice.
That's all I got. Pass to Claybee.
Sweet. I will untap. I will draw. I will play an island. So you may play a land. If you have one. Awesome. Then I will go ahead and cast Omnath. Draw a card, gets a 1/1 counter. And I will pass to Coil.
All right. I'm going to untap, and at my upkeep, I'm going to put another +1/+1 counter on the zombie army and create a 1/1 flying fairy rogue token. Black fairy rogue token. And lose 2 life, down to 35. And then draw.
All right, should we wildly speculate again? Let's do it.
I'm always down to wildly.
All right, so we've got another hint from Mark Rosewater for Commander Legends, and it is a card that's stronger the fewer colors in your commander's color identity. What does this card do?
So it's probably like a 6/6 that gets -X, where X is each color in your commanders.
Or could it do just deal direct damage, and the less colors that are in your commander's identity, the more damage it does?
Or draw cards.
I hope it's colorless, because
Or-
then I can put it in Traxos.
Tutor lands or something, ramp.
Maybe.
It feels like if it's something that matters for color identity, it would have to be colorless. So that it can be run.
Coil, did you play a land?
I did play a land.
Okay.
I think it's probably going to be like anti, what is it? Is it prismatic or chromatic? Where it's like for each color spent into the spell.
Oh,
But
chromatic.
it'll be anti that. So it's like for each color you spent, you have to put a -1/-1 counter on the creature.
Interesting.
And it'll probably be like 1 black pip and then 4 of any color.
If you're watching this video years from now, You can laugh at how wrong we are.
Or,
Chat says the spell costs more for each color in your commander's identity. Okay,
Oh, okay.
interesting.
I could also see like an inverse of the what is the card? Prismatic Geoscope, where it like taps for X mana, where X is like the number of basic, like different basic color lands you have. So it's like it taps for 5 minus X, where X is the number of different lands you have.
Ooh.
Okay. Chat says maybe another Titan. Or could be a black card. Old school black cards care about other black cards. Or devotion.
I'm gonna tap 4. Tapping my
this is in my
nurturing
hand.
feat land. And I am going to mutate my zombie army with a Dreamtail Heron.
Is that the one that draws you cards?
Yeah, whenever that creature mutates, draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's also a flyer.
And it has 2+1/+1 counters. And then, so I'll draw a card. And then I will move to combat. And I will declare Dreamtail Heron as an attacker at Claybee for 5 in the air.
Absolutely, 5 in the air. I will go to 33.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to untap. And I am going to draw a card for turn. And I will play a mountain.
Play a swamp.
Oh, yeah. Look at us. Look at us go.
Look at this.
I am going to play a chromatic lantern. And
Did you know that that's not playable in Commander anymore?
I did see this. I did not watch the video yet, but I was like,
can't
this
believe
card's
that.
so
I
good.
can't believe you have that in your deck.
Wow. I love Chromatic Lantern, and I'm going to
do
keep
too.
playing it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anyone says.
I love Chromatic
I
Lantern.
think it's great. And when you're in a 3, 4, 5 color deck, sometimes it's just needed. And I don't want to spend $1 million on all the fetch lands. So,
Yep.
and I don't mean a literal million, but I guess if you depends on
could
how
get
many
there.
of them you buy.
A bajillion.
I'm going to tap for 3. I'm going to play a Goblin Spy Master. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, they make a 1/1 red goblin creature token that says, creatures you control attack each combat if able.
Jeez. Well,
Get
all right.
out your tokens, folks.
I'm gonna need a red 1/1 red goblin.
You do. At the end of your turn, each opponent's end step.
I'm gonna have to go get some goblins. All right.
Chat says, trash cards, send them all to me. I'll properly dispose, I swear, of all of our chromatic lanterns.
Seems legit.
If I call myself a garbage deck builder, does putting them in my decks count as throwing them away?
Judge?
Judge.
All right. Got anything else for us, Andy?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I pass. I thought, sorry.
No worries.
I'm so excited to hit Andy with his goblin.
Untap
Don't you dare. Don't you do it.
Forest. That will be my land for the turn. Yay, there's another one.
Really, what I'm seeing from Andy's deck is that I need to get a burgeoning.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
very good.
Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will cast Multani, Yavimai's Avatar. So it's a 0/0 with reach and trample. It gets +1/+1 for each land I control and each land card in my graveyard. I may pay 1 and a green to return 2 lands I control to their owner's hand. Return Multani from my graveyard to my So
I love
Multani is
Multani so
1, 2,
much.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Multani is a 9/9.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Before they banned Field of the Dead, my favorite deck was a Multani Escape Shift Field of the Dead deck, and using a World Shaper as well to just like sack lands, get lands back, and then but you always won the Field of the Dead mirrors with Multanis. Because people just wouldn't be ready for like a 16/16 trample that you could just keep getting back.
Yeah. Multani's great. Solid card.
I'll pass to Claybee.
Alrighty, so we will untap. We will draw. Andy, don't forget your goblin token.
Your little Gobbo.
Thank you. I will get a Gabo, some sort of token here.
Let's see. So we're gonna. Oh, So planes. So we're gonna
Okay.
gain 4 life.
I'll
thanks
play this
to,
forest off the top of my library.
Oh my gosh.
I reveal Azusa Lost But Seeking.
Ho ho ho. And then so we will pay 1, play a Soul Warden. Whenever any other creature comes into play, gain 1 life, and gets a 1/1 counter thanks to the Good Fortune Unicorn.
For good fortune. It
for
has
good
good fortune.
fortune.
For good fortune.
And then we're gonna play a crop rotation. Sacking our breeding pool. To go get. Where is the Ketria Triumph? Actually, I'll make this easier. So I'm going to actually get a Gruul Turf.
Okay.
So that's going to trigger Omnath's second ability. So that's going to add red, white, blue, green to my mana pool.
Yeah.
And then the Gruul Turf is also going to trigger. And so we're going to put that tapped plains back in my hand.
I like those planes. I like your basics. Are they all the unhinged?
They are not all of them.
Okay.
But most of them are. I believe at least the mountains, islands, and plains are.
Okay.
So Gruul Turf is going to bounce the plains back. We add red, white, blue, green, and so then we're going to do using the red and the white. 1 and then another white. We're going to play Outlaw's Merriment.
Very great. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then, so we still have 1 mana, but we unfortunately don't have anything to do with it. So we are going to go to combat. And Andy Flore, we're going to swing the 5/5 Omnath your way.
I'm going to take 5 commander damage.
Alrighty. And then I will go to my end step and create a goblin that I'm going to represent with this command zone token.
Very nice.
All right.
And Jimmy's going to get a 1/1
+1 +1 counter.
It does, so it's a 2/2.
I don't get that benefit.
And yeah, I'll pass.
All right, I will untap, and at my upkeep, I will get a zombie army.
I will gain a life.
I will get also a second fairy.
I will gain a life.
And I will lose 2 life.
I should be running Heliod.
You should. The sun crowned.
I hadn't thought about that, but I should be running Heliod.
All right, let's wildly speculate. Coil, I know you're starting. There is some rules text we can expect to see based on Mark Rosewater's announcement on Blogatog here that says any number of auras and equipment you control. I mean, what do we want to do with this? That we're going to return them, or they have equipped for any number of auras and equipment you control. Return to the battlefield any number of auras and equipment you control.
Become creatures until end of turn.
Oh,
That one.
okay.
Like a Dance of Mance effect.
Yeah.
Or what's the one from was that Origins when Theros was out? The white enchantment that let your auras become creatures with power toughness equal to their CMC. I forget what that card was.
Celeste? No.
No.
Starfield of Nyx.
Starfield of Nyx.
I'm gonna tap 4, take 1 from my Nurturing Peatland, and mutate my Slither Blade with Otrimi, the Ever-Playful,
Nice.
putting Otrimi on top.
I thought you were gonna put that under it.
Never.
Never. Leslie's here in chat, and she is here for your unblockable Otrimi.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna move to combat.
Combat began.
I'm going to declare Otrimi as an attacker at Mr. Zupke.
And so it begins.
Okay, he's got a reach.
All right. I'll respond. Green and a black, and I'll Assassin's Trophy it.
Okay.
You get to search for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield.
I can. I'm gonna search for a swamp. And then I have a second main phase where things happen.
Where things happen.
Things are happening. I'll shuffle later. I'm not gonna draw any cards. I'm just gonna do some things. I think I'm just gonna have this watery grave under the battlefield tapped, and then I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right, untap.
I played a
Upkeep.
land.
I don't have any more lands to play.
And,
You get a gobble though.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
was
you
able
do
to
you
prepare
do
for
get
that
your
one.
your goblin.
And I will gain a life.
It's
All
a
right.
2/1.
It's a 2/1 goblin.
Isn't it?
No,
No.
it's a 1/1.
Oh, just the Spy Master's a 2/1. Got
The
it.
spy map, yeah. I'm gonna play an Evolving Wilds that can tap for any color.
Fancy.
All right, I'm gonna pay 4 for Marisi, Breaker of Coil. It's the Coil, but you know it's more fun to say it the other way.
I'm a house broken, not broken.
All right, and then I am going to play a Loyal Apprentice. At the beginning of combat, if I control my commander, I make a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature with flying, and it gains haste until end of turn.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to
I
combat.
will gain a life for the apprentice.
You do gain a life. Do you
Oh,
want?
actually,
You can
and
gain it for
actually,
both. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually. It's actually not a May, so I gotta.
You got it. So I make this Thopter,
I'll gain another life.
and I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing this Thopter at Claybee.
I can't block reach, or I can't block flying, so I will take the 1.
And all of your creatures are now goaded.
Goated.
Dope.
And then I will pass my turn.
All right, now is when I look to see if Claybee is playing counter spells. I will Mystical Tutor.
Yeah, you're good.
The answer is
You
it
don't-
could be yes, just not.
You don't counter the tutor. You counter what you tutor for.
I would, while Zupke's looking, I would like to point out, I said obsolescence. It's opalescence is the word that I was looking for. That makes all the enchantments creatures.
Oh.
That was it's a from Urza's Destiny. It's an old card, but I was like, I know there's this card that does this. And while your last 2 turns were going, I was furiously going through Scryfall, and I was like, oh yes, opalescence. It's like basically the same word, but we got there.
All right. There's another clue.
Emergence Ultimatum.
Oh.
Oh, that goes and gets 3.
Yeah, 3 monocolored spells. So it says search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, shuffle that card into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. Exile Emergent Ultimatum.
I don't think I've ever seen that one cast. Huh.
All right, go to my turn.
You got it here, folks.
Draw. Okay, I'm going to attempt to cast this beast.
Yeah, you're good. I have no effects. Sorry, I should say it that way.
I also do not.
I was busy typing in the chat.
I can get behind that.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Gingerbear1362. Good. The notification did appear. I was worried. I messed up a lot of my overlay stuff today. I was like, well, fingers crossed it still works. All right. What 3 nastiness are we going to have to deal with now?
Boundless Realms is one of them.
Okay.
In Garrick's Wake. And Expropriate.
Chat says hashtag team stop Zupke. by chat, I mean it's Coil.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
It does technically qualify.
Claybee.
Oh,
Which one of these 3 cards do you want me to shuffle back into my library?
Expropriate?
Was that a question?
No.
No.
Sorry. I said it inquisitively, but no, that's definitely the one I want you to shuffle back in.
That is the correct
that
double
needs
Jeopardy
to be
answer.
gone.
Okay,
What
then we
is
will
Expropriate?
we'll cast in Garrick's Wake and destroy all creatures and planeswalkers I don't control. And then we'll cast Boundless Realms, search my library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of lands I control, and put them on the battlefield tapped. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 basic lands.
I feel an X spell coming on of the mono black variety.
Hashtag this is fine.
It might be a tormenting experience.
That dog is sitting in hailfire, right?
I think it is. This is fine.
I don't have a lighter that produces fire, but I do have plasma lighter to demonstrate the flame.
Yes.
Is Boundless Realms tapped?
Yeah, they come in tapped.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
So,
Just curious, just wondering. No big. On the bright side, now I don't have to hit anyone other than Flory, because the goat of Marisi's gone.
That's
All
true.
the creatures that are goaded.
That's true. How big is Maltani now? That's what chat's asking.
2020.
Oh my gosh. You're going to see it coming. 2020.
Okay, so my creatures still have to attack because of this goblin thing. Oh yeah, let's flip this over. Rude Awakening. Wish I had that right now.
how I feel right now.
I'll go to combat. Since I gotta.
No, you don't have to.
Before.
Oh, you mean you're going because
Well, because
I have
it makes sense.
goblin.
The goblin still has. The
Oh,
thing that
you
says
still
that
have
creature
that
can't be tapped.
goblin. I forgot. Your board doesn't get wiped.
No. Claybee, you're at the highest life.
Before attacks are declared,
Sure.
I allowed you to have those last couple spells. Please don't hit me with Multani. I'm fine taking anything else.
You allowed me. What does
I
that mean?
allowed you.
Wait, deflecting
Okay.
palm this.
Okay. Going to combat. 3 coming at Claybee and 20 coming at Andy Flory.
Wow. Okay. I go to 15.
I have no cards in hand.
What does Rude Awakening do on your next turn?
Choose one. Untap all lands you control, or until end of turn, lands you control become 2/2 creatures that are still lands, and it has Entwine, 2 and a green.
You have 20 lands out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead, Claybee.
All right, sweet. So I will untap. Upkeep. I have an Outlaw's Merriment trigger. So, was that 1 through 6 is the first option. 7 through 12 is the second option. 13 through 18 is the third option, and then 19 or 20 will re-roll.
Okay.
All right, 5. So that's going to be the 3/1 warrior. That I have somewhere. This huge stack of tokens that I have next to me. Oh no, I am the worst.
Been there. I just drew my flying thing earlier because I was like, I don't even know where that token went. Are there salamanders in Magic now?
I believe so.
Yes.
Are there? Okay.
In the M20 with the Chandra had a salamander. When it swings, it deals 1 damage to your opponent on attacks.
That was a salamander?
It was at least a newt.
Creature type salamander. Let's look it up because the teaser here is
I'm gonna draw for turn.
creatures or you and permanents you control have protection from salamanders. Oh, okay, yeah, there's 10 salamanders in Magic. And Terramander and Gadul Lurker. Oh, you run Gadul Lurker, I assume, Coil.
I do run Gadul Lurker.
I'm simply gonna play a plains and pass.
I am going to untap, take 2 life, and have a zombie army and a fairy enter the battlefield under my control. Go to 29. 2 for 50.
Why are you hitting yourself?
No one swung at me this whole game. This has all been me.
I know.
Draw for turn. Play a snow-covered forest. Tap for 6. And cast a Primordial Sage.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one.
And then I'm going to take 1 and tap this for a green and cast a Gilded Goose. I'm going to
Nice.
draw a card for my Primordial Sage. When Gilded Goose enters, I make a food. And then I'm going to proceed to end step and pass turn.
All right. I will untap. And then I will draw for turn.
Coil, it should be F and then U with an umlaut on it and then D.
That would be food.
Food.
I am going to play a Rootbound Crag. That got me. I didn't see that coming and was like, what am I doing right now? I need to play a land for a turn. All right. I'm going to pay 1 for a Mother of Runes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to pay 4 For a Haktos the Unscarred. When it enters, I choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. I'm just gonna re-roll on I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 1, 2 is 2, 2, 3, or 3, 4 is 3, and 5, 6 is 4. It has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen color or chosen number. It's a 3, so that's 4. No, it's 3. It's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has
But
protection
it
from.
doesn't have 4 possible.
Choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. There's only 3
Only
options.
3 possible.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking Haktos could also be vulnerable to 1-drops. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
No problem. And then it says, Haktos has protection from each CMC other than the chosen number. So
you
I
can't protect it with Mother of Runes.
I cannot, but
Joke's on you.
I also cannot block your Courser of Crufix.
This is true.
And then after that, I pass because I have nothing to do.
Okay, untap.
Have a great night, Sac CB. Thanks for coming by.
On top is a Lotus Cobra. All right.
Too bad it wasn't a land.
No.
I mean, you could have played it off the top and got another something. That's what I meant. It wasn't a jab. Sounded like it. After I say it again, it did sound like that.
Hey, cast Damia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
That's the Sage of Stone.
I want to build a Damia deck.
7, 8. So I'm paying 8. Root Awakening, Entwined, untap all my lands, and they all become 2/2 creatures. Here comes the counter spell.
Yeah, I've got a swan song that.
Okay.
Appreciate
I get a
it.
You do
bird.
get a bird.
You get a 2/2, 1/2/2 instead of a ton of 2/2.
All right. Here's a bird. I still have to attack. So, Andy,
This goblin's gonna get old.
What?
how does protection work with trample?
I
Does
still
it,
take
like,
the trample.
you still take the trample? Okay.
Yeah.
Take all of it. Yeah.
I take all of it. I can't even block it.
Yeah, because it can't assign damage to it, so it assigns lethal as if it's not there.
Yeah.
So instead of 19, it would assign 20.
So I only have 2 cards in hand if that changes your mind to keep me alive here.
We'll see. I'm gonna go to combat. Multani is going at Claybee. These 2 are going at Coil. Uh-oh, Claybee's got something else.
4 damage. I'm going to Chaos Warp Multani.
Okay.
He shuffles and reveals
not likely to get...
reveals a Multani.
That would it's happened before to me. So
It's happened to me. I was at Coil's house like a year ago, and I got a Cathar's Crusade Chaos Warped, and then put right back on the battlefield after someone cut, and it felt so good.
the only time it's ever happened to me was I Chaos Warped an Avacyn, and then they flipped Avacyn, and I was like, Chaos Warp was my only potential answer here. Why would you just draw it? Why would that happen?
This is going to be the time that it flips a Craterhoof Behemoth, and then there's 10 swinging at me instead of the 3.
Claybee, would you like to cut?
There you go.
Zagoth Triumph. So that enters
Triumph
tapped. I will gain a life. Okay.
Courser's a
Coil
2/3.
still has these 2. Courser's a 2/4, and the Goblin's a 1/1.
I will block Courser with my Primordial Sage.
Okay.
And I will block the goblin with my 0-2 Gilded Goose.
Ugh. And I still have the stupid thing. All right. That's all I got. Go ahead, Claybee.
Alrighty, untap, upkeep, same deal as before for Outlaw's Merriment. That's a 17, so that's going to be a 1/2 rogue.
Apparently my Outlaw's Merriment tokens, of which I have like 20 of each.
Yeah.
Apparently, they are in a different stack somewhere in the office. So
Yeah, chat likes your bird token. Where is that from? It's really great.
That's an Aaron Miller token. I
Aaron
got it
Miller.
off of his Kickstarter, but I think you can just buy him off his website anytime.
Is that foil?
Yes, this is a foil.
Nice.
so we are going to spare the people. So when this rogue, it's a 1/2 when it enters the battlefield that deals 1 damage to any target. I'm going to have it deal 1 damage to Zupke's goblin.
Thank you. I
Our
wanted
goblin lived for a while.
I wanted that dead.
And I'm all about doing favors. I'm gonna draw, turn.
Andy, you have no cards in hand, you said? Oof,
I'm
that's gonna be drawing 7.
If Damia stays out, I kind of have doubts.
All right,
What was at
red,
the top of your
green,
deck before Courser got killed?
white, blue, and 2 to recast
One
Omnath.
intelligence.
Oh, man.
So we're gonna recast Omnath.
Yep.
Draw a card.
This is not the matchup for this card. That's unfortunate. All right, we'll play a Plains, so I'm gonna gain 4 life. And then we will pass the turn.
I will untap.
Now I want to know what it is that is not good for this matchup.
It almost allowed me to do 150 damage in my last session on Monday.
Oh,
But in this matchup, it would do 3.
Nice.
that's big variance.
Yeah, 4 mana. You could get 3 damage, or you could get 150. You never know how it's gonna break out. What's so great about Commander.
Right?
I am going to. So I took 2, put a puzzle counter on my zombie army, made a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a blue and 1 other to cast a Polywog Symbiote.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby Godzilla.
Yes, although I don't have a non-foil Baby Godzilla, otherwise that would be in the deck. I only have a foil one, and I hate it. So
I have 2 foil ones. Those were my box toppers.
I'm sorry to hear that.
They suck. Yeah.
I got a Ghidorah. This is pretty sweet. And a
My brother
Baby
got-
Godzilla.
My brother got 2 Ghidorahs in multiple packs, like
Wow.
2 packs. And I was just like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I couldn't get anything else." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. This is the best option. This is the best result."
So when I cast Polywog Symbiote, I'll draw a card from Primordial Sage.
Is that still the most expensive or pricey of the cards from that set?
Don't know. I haven't looked at Ikoria prices too much lately. Definitely not the Godzilla cards.
There's been like 4 sets since then. Who's looking at the Ikoria prices?
It's been 4 years.
It's been 400 years. 4 hours later.
Yeah. Really though.
Play Waterlog Grove as my land for turn. I'm going to tap 1 blue, and I'm going to cast a Gadul Lurker.
Mm-hmm.
Cast trigger, Primordial Sage, I'll draw a card. And then I'm going to tap 3. Actually,
No, it looks like Mothra is the highest of those.
You were like 1 second ahead of me.
Oh,
Because I was like trying to pull the prices up. Yeah, Mothra by like just a couple dollars.
Yeah. then Ghidorah, and then
I like the Mothra.
how do you pronounce that? But is it Biolante?
Uh,
The
I-
Nethroi alternate.
Yeah. There's there's a guy in the Lexicon community who has a Biolante Little Shop of Horrors altered deck,
Oh,
and it is sweet.
all right. I'm gonna tap 5, tapping both my Waterlogged Grove and my Nurturing Peatland for mana. So I'm gonna take 2. And I am going to attempt to mutate Otrimi onto my 1/1 fairy token.
Good for me.
Yeah, I've got no
Can't
effects.
do
Oh, yeah.
nothing.
Nope.
So cast trigger, I'm gonna draw a card from Primordial Sage and say I'm casting a creature spell.
Hmm.
And then since I am casting a mutate, I'm gonna draw a card and then discard a card with my Polywog Symbiote.
You've drawn a lot of cards this turn.
I have. It's
Jealous.
pretty exciting. I'm gonna
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
I'm gonna
Please,
discard.
man, I'm sorry.
I don't even know if I sang the right words or not.
Yeah, nope, you're.
Yep.
That's the only part of the song I know.
I think it's the only part that anyone knows.
I know if I was singing along with it, I am fairly confident that I could do probably about 85% of the song.
Ooh.
But that's because I just grew up with Renegade Ladies.
Sounds like you made some poor life choices as a kid.
I
That
didn't-
song is
it
great, though.
It wasn't so much my choices as what was played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I get that.
but no, I still like whenever the main singer guy left, like I still like Renegade Ladies is probably one of my favorite bands. Unfortunately, I only ever saw them in concert after, which was not quite the same experience. But there's some good music there. 1 week aside.
I'm going to move to combat.
Moving.
I'm going to declare
I like to
Otrimi
move it, move it.
as an attacker at Claybee.
Otrimi at me.
Wow.
6/6 flying trample.
Yeah, I got no interaction with that. I will take 6. Commander.
So when Otrimi deals combat damage, I can return a card with mutate from my graveyard to my hand. I will return Dreamtail Heron to my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And then I will pass the turn.
I'm going to activate this Myriad Landscape. I'm just going to grab 2 forests. Because they have to share that type. Sharing it. I don't have snow-covered lands.
That is so that's a super type and not a type that I found that out, so you can't grab 2 different snow covers because I thought that was a loophole with Myriad Landscape.
Oh. You led me astray.
I did.
All right. I will untap. Not like that, though. I just, like, shoved all my cards, like, in crooked ways. What are you doing? All right, untap, draw for turn. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. It's terrible over webcam, but we're going to do it.
Go.
We're going to play this mountain.
Oh, horrible.
Horrible on
Can't believe you
webcam.
did that.
I can't believe it. I'm going to pay 4. I'm going to play Marisi.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna pay 2 for a bloodthirsty blade,
Ooh.
Nice.
and then I'm gonna equip it. I'm gonna give it to Otrimi.
Sounds good.
So Otrimi gets +2 +0 and attacks each combat and not at me. And then
I'm glad I took the last Otrimi swing. Surely that'll mean I won't take the next one.
and then I'm gonna move to combat. And I will. Hectos can swing unblockable at Claybee, at Andy,
Mm-hmm.
and it can swing unblockable at you, Coil?
I don't have any 3 CMC.
The world is your oyster. You may hit whomever you like.
Whomever.
The world is your oyster. Shuck it.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit Andy Zupke for 6.
Yeah.
World is a vampire.
I don't understand that. Is that a song?
Yeah. Smashing Pumpkins?
Neat. I didn't know that. I'm uncultured.
Neat.
Oh, you're too young. I don't know.
All right. And then after that, I'm going to be done.
Oh my goodness.
So
I'm
your
actually
creatures are
untapping with
your
Damia.
creatures are goaded, Andy.
Yes.
If we get another turn, you'll have to swing at the end
I'm
of this
drawing
one.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Are the thoughts of what you're going to do with those cards tormenting you?
There's a lot here.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Lands untapped. Claybee. Just a plains.
Just a plains.
Coil.
0 lands untapped, but I do have an untapped Gilded Goose and a food.
And I have 3.
Yeah.
He didn't care about mine.
Andy has 2 untapped lands.
This
and a
is
Comet
true.
Lander. Let's be clear.
Actually, you don't.
Don't misrepresent the board state.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to do something. Something big here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7. For a swarm intelligence. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I may copy that spell. Choose new targets for the copy.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I don't either.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a lot of mana.
I will cast Expropriate.
Oh
Copy.
my gosh. You got that?
Shuffled it back.
Okay, starting with me, each player votes for time or money. For each time vote, take an extra turn after this one. For each money vote, choose a permanent owned by the voter and gain control of it. Exile, expropriate.
Wait, and this is with Swarm Intelligence?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's copied.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right, so first copy of expropriate, I will vote time.
I will vote money.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Okay. All right, and then second copy, I will vote time again.
I will vote money.
Cash.
Money. Yeah, you can
Okay,
have.
so
You can
everybody's
have
just
Andy-
giving me stuff.
And Andy just volunteered to give you 4 permanents. money.
X.
We've got chat that's hyping Claybee and team kill Andy Zupke now. So, oh gosh.
Andy! Whoop, whoop, whoop,
I
whoop.
just want to point out, Mr. Zupke, that I was team stop Zupke, not kill.
Uh-huh.
Just stop.
I get it. Okay.
So Epos 8705 is the CNC Power Hour Andy that I was talking about when I was talking about how there was like so many Andys.
We have 3 Andys here, 2 on stream, 1 in chat. If you're another Andy in chat and you're not talking, speak now. Tell us you're here.
Social experiment. How many mics are in the chat?
All right. So Claybee, I'm gonna take Omnath.
Okay. And do you have a second, right?
Yeah. What is Omnath? The 5/5?
4/4.
4/4.
4/4 with a lot of abilities.
Yeah, I'll figure those out. I'll do Outlaw's Merriment.
Nice. Look at those solid Infinite tokens coming in handy.
There
Those seriously.
goes my board state. Watch it as it goes.
Okay, and then Coil.
You are the other Andy Epos.
I'll take Otrimi.
It's
Yeah.
goaded. It's goaded.
It's also tapped.
Tapped and goaded.
Otrimi tapped, and that's got the blade on it, right?
Yeah, so it's currently an 8/6 flying trample.
Flample,
Flample.
blade, goaded, and it's tapped. What else do I want? I will take. I'll take Bitter Blossom.
If we have any Dans in chat, hello to you. Rip everyone but Andy, Andy, and Andy.
Okay, so I gotta read expropriate here. So for each money vote, choose a permanent owned by the voter and gain control of it. So it doesn't target, so I can take Hactos,
You sure can.
and I'll take Marisi as well.
Why you gotta be like that? All right, they gone. They're gonna go right over here. If you're drawing them out, I'll just make them disappear. And Hactos is on 3, just so.
Yeah. 3. It's protection from everything but CMC 3.
Anyone got that homeward path?
I don't know if I do. I don't
I
prepare
run it
for
in
this
odd
very
back.
often.
That was
Run
a
it in
staple
A
for
deck.
years for me because Christian loves Willbreaker, but I don't have it in this deck.
Let's see here.
Oh, I have it in my Perforos Bronze-Blooded deck. That's the deck I have it in.
We'll do 5 for Tatiola. And then I will play my land for the turn.
Did you get
Be it
Did you get that
overgrown
tattoo over
swamp.
from my deck as well? Just curious.
So I will gain 1 life and draw a card from Tatiola. Okay. Go to combat. Damia and the bird have to attack,
And they can't attack me.
and they can't attack you.
Feels good.
Damia's gonna die here. These are both going at Claybee.
What is Damia?
A 4/4 with Death Touch.
Yeah, get rid of
Or
that.
Death Touch.
It's
Yeah,
gotta go.
absolutely.
It's gotta
Absolutely.
go.
The warrior and the rogue.
Okay.
Tag team back again.
And then you
The
take 2
Outlaws,
from the
true
bird.
merriment.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I got for this turn.
Yeah.
How many cards you have in hand?
I've got 4.
Oh wow, that's still a good amount.
We'll go
Two more
to.
turns.
Ooh, chat said, do either of us run Tristani Discordant? I might actually have Tristani Discordant in here.
Not in this deck.
I wanna.
Oh, that's right. Extra turn. I forgot. You guys do
2
extra
extra
turns?
turns. Yeah.
Brutal.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have any creatures, so Marisi doesn't matter. Never mind.
Do I have
Okay.
Tristani? Looking at my deck list currently, the answer is no.
All right. Dami is not out, so I will draw one card for turn.
Drawing one card like the rest of us. How's it feel?
Flip.
Forest is my land for turn. I will gain a life and draw a card.
Oh, Tatiova does work.
Yeah.
Tatiova strikes again.
Keep hoping for a Tatiova top deck.
2,
Yeah.
3, Azusa.
Yes.
Second land is a forest. Gain a life and draw a card.
Yes.
Tap
Oh,
that.
did you
play.
take one and make a 1/1 on your upkeep?
Oh,
the
for Bitter Blossom. You're right. Yeah. I need to do that. Thank you for the reminder.
Like, oh
50
man, I gotta go down to
53 turn
53
clock.
now.
Oh, you also have an Outlaw's Merriment trigger on your upkeep.
Oh man, your stuff. All your stuff.
Haha, this is how we get you. These great
Too many
gifts.
triggers now. All right, hold on.
Chad also says an Ugin's Nexus would have been great 2 turns ago. Yep. Yes, it would have.
Dang it, I thought I had a fairy for the Bitter Blossom. Sorry, I'm taking up.
No,
here.
no,
There we
it's
go.
fine.
There's the fairy rogue. Alright, so I lost. I don't know if I lost a life. I'll lose a life, and then Outlaw's Merriment. So let's see. There's 3 options. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 4.
To get a 2/1.
So that'll be a
with lifelink.
2/1 human cleric with lifelink. Okay,
And
and I
haste.
have Omnath, so I also have 2 of those triggers too. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Andy did say he was going to play some cards that weren't very easy to play over webcam magic.
Yeah. Okay.
He did it.
Okay, so I gain 4 life for the first one. And
Yeah.
then I have everything but black in my
Ye-
mana pool.
Yes.
Okay.
I know you're pinched on mana, so hopefully that Omnath will help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We gotta get you 2. We gotta get you 2 playmats now in a widescreen webcam, a little higher.
You can take my shot, honestly. Like we can figure out just like I'm not using it, so clearly we could just like spread it out here.
Yeah.
8, 9. I'll recast Damia with that mana.
Does Otrimi say Flample Blade Goad 8/6?
It does.
I just noticed that.
Okay. I will go to combat. Let's see. 8, 14, 19, 23, 25, 28, coming at Claybee.
No effects.
Okay. So you
So,
got 8
28?
Otrimi damage, and 4 of your own Omnath damage, and 5 Marisi damage.
Sorry, so 12, 16 damage total, right?
No, it's 28
Oh, it's 28, but then
total
it's
damage.
but then it's all the command. Okay, so
Yeah.
so you go 7.
Wow.
So we said 4 Marisi, 4 Omnath, and 8 Otrimi.
Yep.
5 Marisi.
5 Marisi.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I actually am now sitting at 14 Otrimi damage.
You are. But not enough life left to matter.
I am. It would be 0 and 21.
Yes.
All right. Second main.
I believe they call this the danger zone.
It is the danger zone.
I don't
Well,
even
let's go
remember
ahead.
getting on the highway.
And then 4 for a primal amulet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, DP Cross, commander damage will not matter, but it's fun to note it when it gets high enough like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I will go to my last extra turn.
For now.
For now. I have no way to get back expropriate. All right. So I'll untap.
Draws buyback.
Casts time stretch.
Oh. I can't be mad. I used to play extra turn decks.
Okay.
I have a couple extra
Untap.
cards.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I have 1 card, so I'll draw 6.
I'll draw 6 cards.
6 cards. All right. What else do I got? I got Outlaws and Merriment.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. So I get another Cleric. Just throw that over there. And then I have a Bitter Blossom trigger. So take 1. Make another Fairy Rogue.
Yes.
Goodness. I gotta take a picture for infinite tokens.
You gotta take the good screenshots. I should have gotten one beforehand that was like, how it's going, or how it started and then how it's going. And you're bored with nothing and then how it's going.
Okay.
Andy's not bitter about this at all. I like to give Andy a hard time. But me sitting here at 15 life with a Mother of Runes is a bad spot to be in.
Mom, I need help.
Ma, can you protect me from one thing? Sure. Just one.
I definitely think this is the best when someone's going off though. When people like the rest of the table can just appreciate and
Oh yeah.
have fun with it, right? Like
1, 2,
everyone knows the result, but
Thanks for hanging out,
Respect
moderately
the-
anonymous.
Thanks for coming by. Have a great night.
I'm gonna shoot my shot here. Mind Grind for 25 copied.
So 50 lands we're milling?
Yeah.
That is all of my.
I don't run that many lands, so I'm just going to flip this over.
I know that I'm close, but I don't have that many.
I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any reshuffle effects in here.
I don't believe I do.
I know I don't.
I do like getting hit by the mind grind, though.
Grindins and mindins.
There's nothing here. Flipped.
I have no reshuffle effects.
Okay.
How much was the mind grind for?
It's 25, but it's doubled
Ah,
with
I
Swarm
only-
Intelligence.
I only have 35 lands.
Okay.
Okay. So he
25 might have got me.
I would have survived the 25.
And then rather than take up more time, I'm just going to pass the turn and see if anybody does anything on their upkeep.
Awesome. I will untap. I will upkeep. I will show the Curious Herd, which is the card that I was talking about that is not good in this matchup, but
Oh.
is great in other matchups.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when you have an anointed procession and your opponent has 20 treasure tokens, you get to swing for a lot. But I will die to decking.
Okay.
All right, Coil.
Untap. Upkeep.
Your upkeep. I'm
Zombie
going
on
to
me.
give your Primordial Sage protection from blue. Oh, it's only creatures I control. Actually, I can't.
Sorry. Fail to protect.
So-
She fails to protect you. She looks over and she's like, good luck.
Nah.
So on my upkeep, I am going to pay 2 and a green. Because I have Genesis in my graveyard.
So everyone got decked DP Kraus because there was a mind grind for 25 doubled. So we milled until we hit 50 lands, which doesn't exist in any of our decks.
So since I have Genesis in my graveyard at my upkeep, I can pay 2 and a green, and if I do, return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Yeah.
And I just want to see if there's anything with Flash. Because I know there's at least one mutate creature with Flash. I know the octopus has Flash.
It does.
I think that's it, though, right?
I think so. Because you just want to draw a card so you lose on your own terms.
I'm going to put Dirge Bat in my hand.
What does Dirge Bat do?
Makes a discard.
Oh.
When this
Wait,
creature
no.
When this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls.
That's right. That's the destroy one.
Okay.
It does have Flash, so I'm going to sack this food, tap my 2 pain lands to go to 22, Flash Dirge Bat out. However, when I cast a creature spell, Primordial Sage will have me draw a card, and then I lose a game.
Nice.
Okay. Then Coil loses, and then I untap, and I'm going to give Mother of Runes protection from white, and then I die. Oh, that was so good. I've been milled out.
Wow. Good game, everybody.
I had War's Toll. That's all I was holding in my hand. It wasn't going to help me that game. Good game.
Make sure you
Good
don't shuffle
game.
my
Yeah.
Bitter Blossom into your deck, please.
Here. Let me
Please
give you your.
my Omnath and Outlaw
There's your Otrimi, and there's your Marisi, and Rakdos.
Oh. Hark back to the days when it mattered that the table had different sleeves, or otherwise you couldn't move cards.
What's that like? Those are just the before times. Oh my gosh. Andy and Claybee, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. This game was fantastic. Tell everyone where they can find you again. Go ahead, Andy. We'll start with you.
Sure. Yep. You can find me on Twitter at Andy Zupke. You can find me streaming at twitch.tv/scraptrawlers. The first and third Sunday of every month, we're playing budget EDH games. And then every other Tuesday, we are doing chats about various EDH topics. You can also find my bi-weekly Commander articles at CardSphere.
Awesome. And Claybee, where can we find you?
So, just like I've just put into chat, you can find me on Twitch and on Twitter at MTG_Claybee. I'm also part of the CNC Power Hour. You can find us on Twitch and on Twitter at the same URL with CNC Power Hour. We do Magic variety streams, and we are currently in the middle of a 20-day charity stream for Extra Life for Kids with Magic. So we will be doing tomorrow night. We're going to be doing Among Us, but we're also going to be doing more Magic. We're going to be doing Rock Band and a bunch of other streams. So you can join us there. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern each night, all the way up to the 6th, and then the 7th is most likely going to be like a big 12-hour stream. So
Awesome.
come check us out for all kinds of content and a lot of fun, and hopefully a good cause.
Support Extra Life. It's an amazing cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I'm excited. This is one of those secret layers that I'm getting. The artwork's fantastic. I really like it, and the cards are good. So
That's right. Also, Andy is going to be on Tuesday playing Commander. I believe it's going to be. I believe Charlotte is on as well from the Commander Advisory Guild.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So I will be there Tuesday. So again, if you're in chat right now, check that out. And Andy and Claybee, can't wait to have you back on for more shows.
Yeah, and Andy's going to be back on Scrap Trawlers on November 1st, too.
Yes, I get to bring Godzilla back to the table, and we'll see if we can ram him through for another win.
Are you playing Ram through?
Yes, I am, and it worked out really well last time I played.
Good.
It's really good in
That's a
Godzilla.
very good card.
That card is really good. Are you playing a green deck? Ram through is good.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we'll be back with more games next Thursday. We stream Commander every Thursday, so thank you so much for checking out our channel.